My people, this is not just another story. This is a game changer. A new piece of evidence has entered the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if what we have seen is true, then everything we know is about to change. Could this be the moment that finally frees Nnamdi Kanu? Or is the Nigerian government ready to fight dirty again? Stay with us. This video is more than news. It is a movement. The chains of injustice are shaking and someone is about to break free. Hit that like button, share this video. Now, let's make this go viral. And don't forget to drop a comment. Should Nnamdi Kanu be released now? Nnamdi Kanu's case, what you must know. To understand why this new evidence is explosive, let's quickly break down the background. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, people of Biafra, was kidnapped in 2021 from Kenya. Not arrested, kidnapped. International law was broken. He was brought back to Nigeria in a way many human rights lawyers have called extraordinary rendition, which is illegal under both Nigeria and international law. And since then, he has been locked up in DSS custody, denied proper medical. Court order for his release have been ignored. So we ask, what kind of democracy jails a man that the court say he should be free? What has changed? The bombshell evidence. So now, what is new? This week, his legal team, led by barrister Aloy Ejimakfor, dropped a bombshell. They have documented evidence from a foreign government proving that Nnamdi Kanu was a British citizen in Kenya legally and that his arrest violated multiple international law. That document wasn't available during the earlier stage of the case. And here is where it gets interesting. This evidence was also reviewed by two top international human rights groups and their legal assessment is clear. The arrest and transfer of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria was illegal, unlawful, and violates the African Charter on Human Rights and People Rights. Let that sink in. If that is true, then every case, every charge, every hearing in Nigeria is illegal. Since the new evidence came out, there has been tension everywhere. Some legal analysts are saying this could force Nigeria court to dismiss the case completely. Others are saying it is only a matter of a time before the ECOWAS Court or international pressure forces the Nigerian government's hand. Even a former Nigerian judge who spoke anonymously said this level of evidence is not something you sweep under the carpet. If the judiciary is truly independent, this should end the case. But that is the key word, if. And that is why you need to watch to the end, because what's coming next could change the face of justice in Nigeria. This is not just about Kanu anymore. It is about the soul of a nation. Like, comment, and share now more than ever. Here is the shocker. Since the evidence dropped, the Nigerian government has been silent. No press conference, no official dinner, no counter document. That silence is speaking loud. They be preparing to quietly drop the case, or are they just looking for another way to delay? Because let's not forget, this same government has disobeyed two separate court orders asking for Nnamdi Kanu's release. So are they truly afraid of justice, or are they trying to buy time and test public reaction? And here's where you come in. Share this video and ask this question out loud. What are you hiding? Why not respond to the evidence? A government that is fear the truth has no business jailing a freedom fighter. Let's talk about the human side. Nnamdi Kanu has been in solitary confinement for over 2 years. Health is not okay. He has a serious heart condition. He has been denied access to proper medical treatment, even to the court order otherwise. Do you know what that means? They are trying to silence him permanently. But with this new evidence, we may have just unlocked the door and they try to shut forever. And this is why your voice matters. Because if we stay silent, they will bury the truth. Drop a comment if you believe Kanu deserves fair trial and medical care. Don't let silence be your answer. The legal earthquake, what happened next? Let's be clear, this evidence is not a joke. It could lead to a full dismissal of the case, sanctions from international bodies, compensation to Kanu for illegal detention, a major political crisis for the Nigerian government. Lawyers close the case, say they are preparing to file fresh suit at the ECOWAS Court using the new documents. If that court rules in Kanu's favor, Nigeria may have no choice but to release him or face sanctions. And if that happens, a legal earthquake will shake Aso Rock. Stay tuned. The next 2 weeks will be critical. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We are following this day by day. Some people still ask, why is Nnamdi Kanu important? Here's why. Kanu case is not just about one man. It is about freedom of speech, the right to self-determination, justice for the oppressed, and the power of the people. If they can break one man for speaking the truth, they can do it to anyone. This fight is not just for Biafrans. It is a fight for every Nigerian who believe in justice. Tell us in the comments, what kind of Nigeria do you want to live in? One where law are followed, or one where power decide who live or die? The streets are speaking. Here's what Nigeria are saying online. We want justice for Kanu now. This evidence is enough. This government has no shame. They fear the truth. ECOWAS must act fast before it is too late. And it is not just Nigerians. Diaspora community in the US, UK, Germany, and South Africa are already planning new protests in front of Nigeria embassies. That is how serious it is. Join the movement. Share this video with someone in the diaspora. Let them know the time to act is now. A message to the Nigerian government. To the Nigerian government, if you are watching, the world is watching too. You can no longer pretend. You can no longer delay. This new evidence is public. The people are aware. The pressure is building. If you truly believe in law and order, then obey the cause. Release Nnamdi Kanu, or forever lose the moral right to call this a democracy. The truth is like fire. The more you try to hide it, the more it burns. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something powerful. What happened in the next few weeks could restore faith in Nigeria justice, originate the Biafra conversation across Africa, or expose the system for what it truly is. And that is why we are not keeping quiet. We will be here every step of the way, bringing you the facts, the updates, the truth they don't want you to hear. If you believe in truth, justice, and freedom, then this is your fight too. Like, comment, share, let the world know. New evidence has arrived, and the truth can no longer be denied. Subscribe now, turn on notifications. Let's take a moment to walk through the timeline of Nnamdi Kanu's long battle so you understand how serious this fight has been. 2015, Nnamdi Kanu is arrested in Lagos by the DSS after arriving from the UK. IPOB's name becomes known nationwide. 2017, he is released on bail. Massive celebrations break out in the East. But before his next court hearing, soldiers attacked his family home in Abia State. Operation Python Dance. Kanu disappears. 2021, after years abroad, he is illegally kidnapped from Kenya, blindfolded, and flown into Nigeria. This operation was secret. No legal process, no arrest warrant, no Kenya court approval. 2022, the Court of Appeal rules that his redemption was illegal and order his immediate release. But what happened? The Nigerian government refuses and filed an appeal instead. 23, over a dozen court hearings, no trial, no freedom. Kanu remains in DSS custody, denied medical attention. 2024, the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice begins examining human rights violation in Kanu's case. human rights lawyers step in from London, New York. Now, 2025, this new foreign evidence emerged and the legal tide may finally be turning in his favor. Every delay, every injustice, every lie is now being exposed, one court at a time. Type hashtag #FreeKanuna in the comment section if you have been following this journey from the start. Let's flood the comment with truth. Let's not forget, Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So where is the UK government? Many of his supporters have asked this question again and again. Why public statements have been weak, private pressure has been rising. A leaked memo from late 2024 showed that British diplomats have quietly demanded access to Kanu and called for his release during meeting with Nigerian officials. Why so quiet? Simple: oil, trade, and politics. But now that the new evidence involves foreign legal violations, pressure is increasing. Sources say UK Parliament members are planning to reopen discussions about Kanu's legal redemption. In the United States, two lawmakers, Congressmen James and Jackson Lee, have submitted letter. In Germany, Biafra activities have taken the case to the European Court of Human Rights, demanding intervention. These are not just small moves, they are all signs that the world is waking up. The silence is breaking. When the world speaks, dictators tremble. Share this video with someone in the diaspora. This is the moment to raise our voice together. Let's talk strategy. IPOB is not just waiting, they are repositioning. In a recent press briefing, IPOB spokesperson hinted an international lawsuit and possible sanction against Nigerian officials who were involved in Kanu's kidnap. They are also working on three major fronts: diplomatic lobbying, pressuring foreign governments and international courts to intervene, media warfare, using media to shift the global narrative. You have probably noticed more documents, podcasts, and YouTube campaigns popping up, legal offensive, preparing new suits in Nigeria, ECOWAS, and abroad, using this fresh evidence. Make no mistake, IPOB is not playing the same game as before. They are moving with lawyers, not just protests. They are speaking in legal documents, not just megaphones. The struggle is no longer only in the streets. It is now being fought in courtrooms and consulates. Drop a comment. What do you think IPOB smartest next move should be? What the Nigerian government may do next? Now, let's be honest. The Nigerian government is under pressure. So, what are their options? Option 1: quietly release Kanu. They could pretend it is part of a legal process and set him free to avoid further damage to their image. Option 2: keep delaying the classic strategy, drag it out until people lost interest. But this time, the people are not backing down. Option 3: negotiate behind closed doors. Some sources suggest the government may approach IPOB or Kanu's lawyer for a quiet settlement to avoid further court embarrassment. Option 4: double down. They may ignore the evidence and try to spin story again, but with the fact in the open, that would only make things worse. When truth knock on the door, planning usually pretend not to be home. Watch closely. The next government move will show the world if Nigeria is a democracy